Welcome to Speed Limiter installation movie. This is part 1. Here we will introduce you with your speed limiter device. You can see the box. Once you open this box, you will find a cable. This is the main box of speed limiter device. This is your speed limiter device fly-by-wire. Along with it, you have installation pouch which has harness, sealing, bolts, etc. You have a cable preset, we call it preset. This is used to set the speed, and this is buzzer with record retrieving system. This completes the set of your speed limiter packaging. Let me introduce you the wiring harness of speed limiter device fly-by-wire. Once you take your fly-by-wire speed limiter device, you can see some wires coming out of the box. You can have some tags on these wires. If you don't find these tags, you need not to panic about all these. You can see one single wire. This wire is for sensor. We call it sensor wire. The single wire is sensor wire. 3 wires you will see with couplers. Within one wire you can see one black and red wire. This wire is for power. It is tagged as power wire. If it is not tagged, you can identify it with black and red wire. This is for power. Now 2 wires which remains, you can see one female and one male coupler. Female is for ECU and male one is for paddle wire. This you can see this male. This is for paddle wire. This type of coupler we call it female. This is for ECU. This one will go with ECU. So these are the wires in the speed limiter device. Now what we need to do is we need to take this accessories pouch and take out these wires which are there in the accessories pouch. One wire which is red and black in color, this one is for power. The red and black is for power. We need to attach it to the power coupler. Now you have 2 wires left. One is male will go in female coupler. So this one is for ECU. You need to attach these two, and your SLD speed limiter device fly-by-wire is ready for installation. Now if you see on the other side of speed limiter device, you can see these 2 ports. These are very important. You need to understand, once you open the cap of these 2 ports, you can see this 4-pin port and 5-pin port. 4-pin port is for, and you can see in the box, in the first movie we have told you that you have retrieval system and preset. So now this 4-pin port is for preset. You need to attach preset to it once it is installed, and 5-pin port is for data retrieving system. You need to attach it to this after the installation. So once your harness is attached to this, your wires are attached, your speed limiter device is ready for installation. First of all, you need to take out ECU coupler. The position which you are seeing is normally, this position is correct. If you have your coupler in this position, then at your left hand side you can see the ground. The first port is ground. Take multimeter and put your black pin in the first pin of your coupler.
Ground 0 0.
Put red one in your second pin. If multimeter doesn't show any voltage, means this is your ground pins, and it should show some voltage in third pin, fourth pin, fifth pin, and so on. If it is not happening, then you need to reposition your coupler, or you need to reverse your coupler and do the same activity in order to see the ground. This coupler, this first pin is your ground pin. Now second ground. Now you need to count pins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you need to cut 2 wires. Port 4, port 6. I am again repeating, port 4, port 6. In any case, if you cut any other wire, this may damage entire ECU. So be conscious. From the ground port, from the ground, you need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ports. Cut wire of 4th port and 6th port. Don't cut any other wire. You have to be very conscious on that. Now you can see how wire has to be cut. The 4th wire and the 6th wire, color can be changed as per the vehicle, but you need to see 4th wire and the 6th wire. Now you can see how things are happening. You need to off the ignition before you cut the wire. Be conscious that you need to switch off the ignition, take out the key and disconnect it, and then cut the wire. The 6th port wire. This wire is 6th port wire. It has to be cut. Now the upper wire, and this is 4th port wire, that is blue in this case, has to be cut. So now you can see 2 wires. Upper wire, this goes to ECU. Upper wire, both upper wires, this goes to ECU, and lower wire, this is for pedal, below the thumb. Again you can see these 2 wires going to ECU, and downside wire, downline wire, which is going to below the thumb. This is going to this one is for pedal. So you need to connect wires, ECU wire in upper wire and pedal wire in lower wire. Now from the ECU, if tag is there, then you can identify that this is ECU wire. Otherwise, in record movie 2, I have told you that female in SLD box is ECU wire. So connect female with the male. Connecting ECU wire, you need to keep one thing in mind. Put sleeve in the wire. Now this wire is for ECU. This will be connected on the upper wires, which is going to ECU. So blue wire was fourth one, and yellow wire is sixth port. SLD is yellow wire. SLD is speed limiter device. Yellow wire should go in fourth port. Speed limiter device ECU wire, within that ECU wire the yellow wire should go to port 4. The second wire, which is looks like red but it is violet in color, it should go to, another wire should go to port 6. While connecting the wire, you have to be conscious that the wire, ECU wire, should connect to the ECU part. SLD's yellow wire should be connected to port 4 wire, and the another wire should be connected to port 6 wire. We are connecting paddle wires, SLD's wire to coupler wires. Same rule applies here. You need to connect SLD's yellow wire to port 4 paddle wire, and before connecting the wire, don't forget to put the heat sink to the wires. I am again repeating, yellow wire of speed limiter device should be connected to port 4, and another wire which looks red but violet in color should be connected to port 6. These color of the coupler wire may differ from vehicle to vehicle, but you need to remember that the yellow wire of speed limiter device should be connected to port 4 like this, and another wire should be connected to port 6. Be careful while you are putting heat sink to the heat, so that it will not damage anything else. Be careful while you put the heat on the heat sink. Secure your connections by putting heat sink. Very careful when you are heating the heat sink. Take care that no other wire should be damaged while doing this process. ECU wire and paddle wire is being connected. Now 2 wires are left. One is for power and another one is for sensor. One is sensor wire, another one is for power. This red, as per movie 2, I have told you the red and black wire is for power. You need to connect this wire to the ignition so that the device can take power from the ignition. Now you need to connect power wire to the ignition. Cut 2 wires and connect these red and black wires so that they can take the power. We assume that you know wiring of ignition and you are well versed how to give power to the speed limiter device. Because this installation has to be done by a qualified engineer and electrician, so we assume that you know how to connect power to the ignition coupler, so that speed limiter device can have power from the ignition. Secure your connection by taping it, so that taping it by insulation tape, so that current won't lose. So red wire has been connected. Now you need to connect black wire. You can see
Earthing.
that is for earthing. So you can see how he is putting the wire to get the earthing for the device. You need to loosen the nut and put the wire across, so that your device can take the earthing from it. You need to make sure that the wire should be connected to the nut, so that it will take earth from this nut, and then you can tight it as it was earlier. So your ECU wire is being connected, paddle wire is being connected, and your power wire is also connected. It is connected. Now what remains is sensor. Now we have only one wire left, which is mostly green in color, single wire, that is for sensor. So once you on the ignition, you can check that red light is blowing. It means your speed limiter device is taking power. That is how you can check it. Now you can be assured that your all wires are being connected properly. Now you need to connect single wire, which is of sensor. Now in order to check the device that you have connected it properly as of now or not, you need to on the ignition, put your vehicle in neutral, start your vehicle, and then accelerate it. If your vehicle is taking acceleration, means you have done all the things as per instructions. If your vehicle is not taking acceleration, means you have not connected the wires properly. See instructions before and connect them properly again. If your vehicle is taking acceleration, means you have done good job.
Red, power, black, ground, minute, sensor.
Now you have to start your vehicle and keep button pressed for 3 seconds, so that your preset is ready. 30. Once it reaches to 30, you need to press the button once and your speed will be set. Now as soon as your vehicle touches that set speed limit, buzzer will blow. If your vehicle is under the limit, slower than the set limit. Now we are running at 20, buzzer will not blow. And after that, if your vehicle reaches to the upper limit or the set limit, buzzer will blow and your vehicle will not go further to that particular limit. Once you are done with it, you need to disconnect the preset and seal the port. You need to disconnect, stop your vehicle, disconnect the preset and then seal the port appropriately by giving the seal. In order to retrieve the data, you need to connect USB cable to the data retrieving system of a speed limiter device and connect another end of this USB cable to the laptop. Thereafter, click on the software button, choose offline, and your screen will come. Bottom line of the screen will show as done. It means your system is connected. You need to fill all the information like owner, make, model, etc. Ensure that date and time should be accurate, and if it is not accurate, then update this. Thereafter, you can choose from the data what kind of data you want from the option and click flash record. Once it is done, thereafter you can go to the records tab to see all your records and click on create PDF, or you can directly go to the create PDF and create it and save it wherever you want. Thank you.